Welcome. My name is Thomas. I'm here to share in this short video some updates that's coming out this tax season that's going to affect individual taxpayers greatly in a positive or negative way based on how you look at it. So if you worked and you received under a certain dollar amount, you'll qualify for certain credits as always. And if you strictly receive unemployment only and you didn't work, then those are the group of people who are going to be in the most critical position when it comes to their tax refund situation. So what happens is everybody who received the advanced child tax payment is called advance for a reason. They gave you money in 2021 in advance on your 2020 filing of your tax return. So the income we filed in 2022 year is all about 2021's income tax money that we made or worked for during that time period. So if you got the advance money in 2021, now they're going to deduct it out of this year's tax return filing. So that means if you got $3,000 and you didn't work at all and you got a significant amount of unemployment, you didn't have no federal state taxes taken out, then you're going to look like being at a deficit, because the reason is you don't get earned income tax credit for unemployment. So that's a big credit, which is the biggest part that makes up the low-income families refund in the first place. So when we're looking at $8, $9, $10, $12,000 refunds, $6,000 of it is earned income tax credit. Another part of it is additional tax credit. Another part is federal withholding. So these different payments add up together to make the total refund amount minus the advance payment for this year. So if you're one of those people who got unemployment only, didn't have no federal state taxes taken out, you want to go to your people now and get a heads up on what you're looking like as far as possible balance due for this upcoming tax season. Don't wait till it's time to go in there and file like you normally do. It's business as usual, because business is not usual this year for people who got all that unemployment money, didn't have no federal taxes taken out, and got the advance payment on top of that. Because you're looking at, for example, $3,000 deducted off top out of money you don't have nothing to balance it off with. So in other words, if they deducting $3 off top, you have no federal withholdings, you have no earned income credit, you have nothing that's going to help offset the situation you're in, then that's going to equal a balance due with penalty and interest that's accrued daily, that's $1,000 or more. So if you owe $3,000, that's penalty and interest that's going to constantly keep growing and growing and growing until you pay that debt off. So you definitely want to find out through the person that's going to do your taxes now, if that's you, get a heads up on it to go find out, hey, if I'm going to owe, how much it's going to look like based on the figures that you got access to on how much unemployment you got and what you're looking to possibly owe, and then figure out how you're going to pay that debt off. Because see, next tax season, that debt's going to it's going to be grew since then. Where if you back working, it's a good chance if you got a refund, it's going to be hit by whatever you owe from this situation. So if you know you worked and you work like you normally do, working people going to be okay. It's the people that done all the unemployment with no federal taxes taken out who are going to take the biggest hit this upcoming tax season, due to the fact that if you got the advance tax payment, they gave you advance. Now they want to deduct that advancement out of this year's income tax filing. But if you have nothing to offset that with, that's going to turn into a balance due for you. And so that's the biggest thing I tell people with this upcoming tax season. If you're the one that's didn't work at all, got all that unemployment, didn't have no federal taxes taken out, and you got the advance payment on top of that, you definitely want to go to the person that's going to do your taxes now and get a rough estimate of what you're looking like as far as a balance due. Because I don't see you getting no refund out of this deal. Now we have some other credits that everybody's not going to qualify for. So you got people posting on Facebook all this big money that you're supposed to get based on all these different credits that everybody's not going to qualify to get in the first place. So when it comes to the sick leave situation, if you didn't work a job, sick leave don't apply to you. So it's nothing to even calculate as far as that possible credit that you can get on your tax return. Again, if you unemployment only, no federal and state taxes taken out, along with the advance payment you took, you're looking at a deficit. And then maybe if you go back to work in 2022, you can make a comeback next year and have whatever possible refund you're going to get, pay off the debt that you're going to owe, and maybe have something left over. And so that's what you're looking at being like in this situation. Then it's just unfortunate, but that's the nature of the beast for the people who didn't work at all in 2021, but got the advance money, who must file a tax return. Because unemployment, you have to file that. The advance payment, they're gonna send you a letter saying how much they sent you. You got to file that. So when you get that letter in the mail, please take it, put it to the side with all your other tax documents that you're gonna bring into the tax professional that you're going to, so they can put together an accurately and professionally done tax return on your situation. Another new change was they lowered the age for single people with no kids who can now qualify for earned income tax credit. It used to be 25 years old. I believe they dropped it down to 19. So if you're 19 and you worked a job, you made under a certain dollar amount, you can get some type of earned income credit now. So that's a new change for this upcoming tax season as well. If you had child care expenses, meaning you sent your child to a daycare center, or you had a person watching your child so you can work and go to school and those things, they got a refundable credit going on for the child care dependent credit for this year. You want to make sure that if you got a daycare center that they go to, that you reach out to them now. Tell them you're going to need a statement showing how much you pay them for your child attending this center for the year, so you can use that for tax purposes concerning the child tax credit, the child tax dependent care credit. You definitely need that. And my take is, if you're sending your child to a place that won't give you that statement for the money you paid to them to watch your children, then that's not a place you want to keep them going to, because that means they're not being transparent and upfront with the money they filing on their taxes. If they're going to hold back you being able to file the money they pay you on your taxes. So you want to be careful of that. And so again, all the different changes that's happening in 2022, you want to reach out to the person that's going to do your taxes and find out how they're going to affect your situation right now. You know what I'm saying? Get on the phone, do whatever you got to do to find out how you're looking when it comes to your situation, and having an accurate, professionally done tax return that's going to either have a balance due or a refund coming. The results really don't make me no difference one way or another, but the bottom line is, with all the different changes that's happening, you don't want to wait till the last minute or business as usual to go to your tax professional to find out what you're looking like as far as either a possible refund or a possible balance due. You don't want to wait till the last minute. You want to at least have a heads up. You at least want to know what that looks like. So like I said, it's a video that I'm going to put on my profile page that's going to talk about all these different changes that's happening this year as it relates to the tax returns that you can check out for your own self, that you can take notes on, and any questions you might have based on that video, you can go to your tax professional to get more clarity and get more clear about those things. That way you'll be well informed on what's happening when it comes to filing a tax return for 2022 based on 2021's tax information. So if you're looking for a place to go, you don't have a place yet that you go on a permanent basis to get your taxes done accurately and professionally, then you can reach out to me at 773-782-1320, and we can set an appointment up. We can do a Zoom call. We can see if we're a good fit for work one another when it comes to this upcoming tax season, to see if I can assist you with the different changes going on with the tax season and how it's going to affect you one way or another. Hopefully, you'll walk away with a nice, decent refund, or you don't owe too much. But the bottom line is, if you don't have a permanent place to go, reach out to someone, try to get a heads up and estimate on what you're possibly looking like, so you won't be surprised at the last minute, one way or another, how your tax return results is going to look. And I'll see you in my next video.